All right. But everybody's ready. Just confirming.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go live. Perfect. So,
Yay!
last week... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to make a bad joke. Keep going.
Okay. Last week, we ended off after the battle, when everyone went back to go party and celebrate and recover. Now, you guys all gave the crown to Jasper afterwards, and it wouldn't be long till you started hearing word of the coronation that was going to come up soon. They had an heir who had taken control as well as the crown. So in the days following, as some of you need medical attention and have to take the time to actually recover, there would be a lot of repairs and revamping going around the town, as well as them preparing for a festival. After all, a coronation doesn't get to happen every week. So, in the constant chaos, plenty of merchants would be coming through the town. Lots of people would be doing all their trading. You would get to see everyone kind of going back to normal. The cube has completely returned to its normal cube-like state. While many people are talking about the massive experimental weapon you all got to see in action, no one has discussed how he was hired, who he is, or what's going on now. Along with Matteo sending his note to Joffrey in response to Joffrey's request. Matteo, would you like to inform the others of what you said?
Matteo.
For no other reason than to get him off our backs, we're gonna go do his little scouting mission. Does give me an opportunity to get the show on the road, as it were, and frankly, I need a distraction after what happened. Insert amount of time it's been since the fucking war.
A few days.
Cool. That.
Now, I know the thing that all of you have been thinking about and none of you have wanted to say. Is Violet okay?
She's in a coma.
The answer is actually yes. She is doing quite well. I mean, obviously she was just kidnapped and has had some rough times for a few weeks. But she is back at work at the bar. She has been helping Mesquite and has been going around getting massive tips from every patron that came in. It seems like most people are happy she's back, and she seems happy to be back. If a little upset about everything that's changed since she was taken.
Most people, who the fuck isn't happy? I want names.
Honestly, probably a handful of Finns. Not everyone likes them.
Yeah, name them. They might just silently disappear.
Joe.
Are we the fucking secret police now? Holy shit!
No. Not everyone liked Teddy. In fact, after all of this and hearing about what happened with her, more people would come out about not having liked their family. You see, all of the All-Ruined children have special abilities, as has been recently documented in great detail. And some people have taken the position that they are too dangerous to be kept around.
I swear to God, if they bring so much as a match near that stump.
For
Can
what
I
it's
cut people's
worth,
faces off then?
for what it's worth,
Every single one of them.
they are under Jasper's protection.
Okay.
Okay.
So there is no official threat to them. There's just some court of public opinion going on. And the general consensus is they're welcome. The general consensus is they've been here a long time. They're as much a member of the town as we are. But, you know, whenever you have someone scary, people are going to be scared. They've always been scared of Ivy. They just didn't have a reason to be scared of Mesquite or Violet or Mahonia before now. But all of that gives way to the much more important festivities that are coming up. After the battle, I would say none of you are even able to get a hold of Jasper. He would spend what seemed like days locked away at the church with the local priests. There'd be a significant amount of letters and things going around, keeping up with the various events. The local newspapers would be printing everything they can about the wonderful, wonderful coronation that's coming up. And you would see a massive influx of dwarven merchants coming to the town in order to sell goods and give gifts to the new Sea King. But after a few days, you would all receive personal invitations to the coronation. It seems that you were judged important by the local population.
I'd fucking hope so.
It is worth noting, just because I don't know that we ever touched on it, the devils shipped out the morning after. The two devils of sloth that were brought in, as well as every other member of the group that was sent in. They did have to travel back without chiefs, though. I'm trying to think if there are any other loose ends I missed before we move on. Does anyone have any loose ends they can think of that they want addressed?
I can't think of anything.
How was Violet feeling now that she was gone when her father died?
I say, like, is she okay?
She is feeling much better physically. She's happy to be home. She knew that Teddy was dead before she came back.
Oh, who told her?
She heard it through the camp, like everyone there.
Oh, really? I thought they had that like physical connection.
No, she has a physical connection to. Normally has a physical connection to Mesquite. They lost communication during all of this.
Apology.
There were some countermeasures placed, anti-divination, that stopped them from communicating. Which is why Mesquite couldn't track her in the beginning. But she was aware just because the guards are talking about it. I mean, like, all of the Finns know who Teddy is. Teddy dying is kind of a major local event.
Fair.
So she has known that her father died for a while, and had to come to terms with it. She's just glad to be home with her siblings. But you are correct. That is absolutely a point of depression. It would seem that they don't talk about it much, the family.
That's fair.
Most of them are trying to just get past it, more than anything. And you imagine any speaking that they do is probably done mentally. You doubt they've ever had to say actual words. Ivy would be extremely busy. After everything that happened, Jasper actually has given him somewhat of an official position. He has actually been helping a lot of the Finns train. He's been getting paid for it. There's been talk of him becoming a Finn commander, but no such actual position has been filled.
Wait, who? I missed the name. I'm
Ivy.
sorry. Oh! Good for him.
Mesquite, on the other hand, is still running the bar. Without the good berries, things have had to change, but she has been employing some local herbalists to get her other berries to replace. It's not quite as good, but it's getting her through. Mahonia, still MIA. They know that she went on a trip. They know that she is alive. That is about all that they know. And in case anyone is wondering, no news has come of Quake, still MIA.
Heard.
That's not surprising.
Any
we
movements from
probably
the other
don't.
druids?
Not that you've heard of. Though there are some whispers going around about what happens now. As you are all aware, many of the druids are considered minor deities. So many people are speculating as to what happens when you kill one.
We killed a god!
Sorry.
Pretty much.
I don't think he was a god.
He is by definition not a god, but they treat them like minor deities. They are blessed by gods.
I feel like you have to be worth worshipping to be a god.
Jesus.
Ooh, that's a little harsh.
That's something
Damn.
Matteo would say.
Harsh but not undeserved.
The orcs would have stayed around for about a day, celebrated. You see that once the battle was over, they had a good fucking time. They about turned the town upside down.
I've had the sudden fear that I did not realize who we were talking about.
The orcs that backed you guys up. The ones from...
No, previous. The thing I made that comment about.
About Harold.
Okay,
dying.
good. Okay,
Yeah.
good. I was like, wait a minute. I don't actually remember hearing a name. Hold on.
Yeah, we were talking about Harold.
Okay,
But
I was
no,
terrified instead of that about someone I cared about.
the orcs from Restoration turned the town upside down, had a good time, drank through half the stock. But they were well received by the Finns. There were multiple friendly bar fights and duels and things between the orcs and the Finns while they were here. All in good fun. Pound for pound, the orcs won out against the Finns. There were just a lot more Finns. Eventually, though, they would be heading back to Restoration. You would get a very friendly response from Grudon. He tells you you're always welcome to go look him up while you're in Restoration. And while he's here, you do find out a little bit more about his title. That title of Liberator that we barely touched on last time. Very, very high-ranking position. It's the highest one that they actually send out for enforcement. But most importantly, they are actually a religious figure. The Liberators are not simply a rank you are promoted to. They uphold the most important tenet of Restoration. That everyone should get to make their own choices. If anyone is, for example, restrained or imprisoned, it actually violates the beliefs of the Liberators. If you ever call on them for things such as Violet being kidnapped, it actually fits into their religious code to intervene.
That's sick as fuck.
Other things of note. A significant amount of traders from outside of Beachcrest and Stonefell have begun coming down from the north. Including a few from Honeymead, which, as you are aware, is the destination that you have been requested to go to. Most of them have come in bringing fresh beer and wines and meads and alcohols to come and give to Beachcrest as a sort of gift, trying to build relationships, especially as the new king is being crowned. If there are no other questions or other things y'all are wanting to do, I am going to skip to the coronation.
Alrighty.
Okay. After a few days, the giant ship that had come in would actually have been refurbished to hold the event on top of it. They saw that as the best place to hold a coronation of a sea king would be on the biggest ship they could find. The entire thing would be decorated. They actually invite people to walk through the ship and look around and see what the new tech that they got. Most of the people still do not understand it, but you understand that the few engineers that survived the battle have been recruited to start documenting this technological wonder that Beachcrest is now in control of. You all would not just be given invitations, you'd be considered VIPs. Almost immediately after arriving, you would all be taken not to the upper deck where the actual thing is being held, but instead to the office just below deck, which used to be the general's bedroom, that is currently being used to set up for Jasper. When you do enter, you would actually see Jasper is wearing a set of ceremonial armor. Rather than the leather he normally wears, this appears to be made out of polished scales of some form of sea creature, possibly a fish. The scales are much larger, though, about the size of one of your hands, going down this armor. You imagine it would weigh him down much more in combat. It does not look like the kind of thing he would actually wear.
Yeah.
There would be multiple attendants running around, seeming to try to get everything ready. But you would notice there are actually no guards on duty for the first time in a while. When you're all brought there, he would seem very, very excited. He would open the door, and you would see that the crown is currently in a locked cage in the room, as if it was under protection. When you entered, he would shut the door behind you and say, it's so good to see you guys. It's been a crazy week, huh?
That's a bit of a fucking understatement.
Yeah, I guess it would be, but I'm glad you could all make it. I definitely owe you a bit more than this.
You seem busy. I understand busy.
You have no idea. Once the crown got here, the church jumped on me. So many ceremonies and everything, it's a miracle anyone gets anything done.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
we should be back to work before too long, and hopefully we can actually get some half-decent trades with the dwarves going on. From what I understand, he has yet to accept my coronation.
yeah, it doesn't seem like he'd be too happy about that, but he can get over it.
Yeah, well, he'd rather me than the general. But, no. I owe you all quite a debt. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask. Can't say I have a bunch of money right now, but anything I can give you, I will.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you can all enjoy the festivities. I heard rumors that you guys had some work to be getting to soon. But I would hope that you'll accept a gift from the church before you go.
I think we can make a stop. I'm gonna look back to the group to confirm that they're okay with that.
I don't see why not.
Good. I'll have it arranged. In the meantime, I really must be going above deck. I imagine the boys are getting rowdy. They don't like to keep waiting. I do plan on making a little trip up to Stonefell this week. If you can spare the time before you leave, I wouldn't mind the company. But it's up to you.
How long is it till we're leaving again?
You actually haven't been given a time frame, and the message wasn't particularly urgent. You were just told to make your way towards Honeymead.
Okay.
It is
Cool.
worth noting, though, that in recent times, the city of Stonefell has actually been working on building a tunnel to Honeymead.
What's the trip to Stonefell for?
He has to go and cement his official relationship with the Dwarven King.
I was about to say, if he's trying to get in good graces with the king, we're not exactly the crowd to bring along.
Oh, I'm afraid good graces with the king are far behind me, but bringing you guys along, well, if you guys killed Harold, he won't want to mess with you yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want someone to piss him off, we are the right crowd.
I was about to say, that sounds to me like a free fucking pass.
It's more like a show of force, if anything. To be honest, I do consider you all friends, but you're also allies. Politically, having you work with me, it's a show of force.
And without Quake there, well, he's probably quaking in his boots.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, you make
I'm
puns too,
hilarious.
Matteo.
I didn't say it wasn't funny. I just said shut the fuck up.
I dread the day Quake comes down from the mountain.
From the mountain.
Or fuck else is he? Have you seen him?
Hmm? No, of course not. He doesn't leave Stonefell.
He hasn't been in Stonefell.
He left
He
a while
left.
ago.
Then apparently I dread today.
He didn't
He's,
go in our direction.
He's off on business.
He's active again?
Yeah. How the fuck do you think Harold was here?
Harold's always been active.
Yeah, but not this active. Not that I've noticed.
Yeah, he's always interfered in politics. He's always chosen side. I will say it's the first time I've ever seen him draw a weapon.
Yeah, this time he was acting on official business.
Wow. If Quake is moving, then I fear our days are only beginning.
So you have an idea of what's to come?
Only old stories. The the legends say those mountains used to be half as tall.
Honestly, knowing him, I'd believe it.
To be honest, our stories were mostly oral. They spoke of Harold causing hurricanes, but I didn't see that. But no, the old legends are that Quake rose those mountains for Stonefell.
That makes sense. I assume most of those fuckers have at least comparable level of whatever the fuck they've got going on.
Actually, my understanding was that Harold was the weakest.
Believe it.
He was simply a messenger for those that were more active. Thus the title.
Guess that makes sense, but fuck. Alright.
Also, I don't know if it's any concern to you, but you are aware that the Druids are blessed.
More or less.
I was under the impression that God was dead. Or at
He
least as
is.
close as you can get.
But his power is still active. My understanding is that when a blessed person dies, the power has to go somewhere.
I'm
Sorry.
It didn't cut off in time.
Mateo just
Sorry.
fucking dies
Really
mid-conversation.
Just the fucking scream and I fucking vanish.
No.
Okay, sorry. Run it back.
You're fine. It is my understanding that when a blessed person dies, the power does have to go somewhere.
Then it can go into the air. Maybe
think it's going to
woods
the
will move
others?
faster.
I don't know if that means it goes to the others or if a new druid will be selected. To be honest, none of them have died in so long that who knows what their succession process is.
I swear to God, if they start making new ones, I'm gonna be upset.
I don't know enough of their beliefs or tenets to know what they'll do, but 2 of their number have been killed in as many months.
What do we know about what, like, if anything happens in reaction to a druid dying? Like, since we know all of Teddy's, like, past and everything.
Ooh, interesting. I would allow knowledge checks for that.
Which ones?
I would say you'll get different answers, but nature, religion, or history?
I call nature.
Blind,
What
just to be clear.
What about dungeoneering?
No.
Nature, religion, or history? I guess I got religion.
I got history?
I don't have history.
I don't either.
I love that the only knowledge I put actual skill points into is dungeoneering. Like,
I understand.
None
Hey,
of
when we
you
fight
reach.
Cthulhu.
None of you learn anything.
Damn.
Well, fuck.
Sifting through his memories, it seems like you are not able to find what you are looking for.
Well, maybe we could talk to someone who's old enough.
Speaking
short
of, do we think
list.
Mercy
Not
would
that
know?
fucking potion guy.
I think the only people that are old enough either hate us right now or aren't willing to give straight answers.
Yep. That sounds
Would
about right.
Mercy know?
No, Mercy would not know
I didn't
this.
think so.
What about the gods of the dreams?
I guess you'll have to wait till you go to sleep.
Hooray!
Get fucked.
Well, I'm not going to talk to him now.
Of
I can
course
knock you
not.
out. Midas can
I
put
cast
you to
Lich
sleep.
Strike, paralyze him.
Midas can put you to sleep.
I could.
I know. I know.
But no, none of you are able to pull it together, and Mercy would not be informed.
That is unfortunate, but expected.
Well, if you'll all excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot one more thing. I hope you don't mind, but I actually did make a promise to someone.
He pulls out a gun and shoots us.
I was thinking the same thing.
Before the battle, a man came from out east, relatively strong, looking for you all.
That's alarming.
I agreed to make an introduction if he helped us during the battle. He did, actually. Fought like an animal. But I'd say he definitely earned an introduction. So before y'all leave, I'm not going to say you have to sit and speak with him, but I do have to make the introduction.
Well, at least we know he's on our side. Jesus.
Actually, my understanding is that he was kind of fans of your work.
Now I'm a little more
Matteo
intimidated.
Matteo smiles a little wide and is like, I have fans?
We have fans?
Well, he came around looking for a group of people in the area. He was just looking for someone strong. And, well, rumors spread about the group that was going to be taking on Harold. And,
Oh, wait, fuck. This isn't one of those find the strongest guy in the land and try to kill him things, is it?
I don't know what it is, but he didn't seem like he wanted to kill you.
Oh, fuck. Alright,
Welcome
well.
to try.
Either way,
Looks like
I agreed to make the introduction. I hope you'll all forgive me.
Alright. No rest for the wicked, I suppose.
I need to be getting upstairs. I hope I'll see you all after. He would go and unlock the box, and you would see he puts the crown on. And unlike the general, the moment he puts it on, you would see the stones actually begin to shift and move, as if they were filled with water.
Ooh. That's cool.
He would begin to ascend to the top deck, and you would hear quite the applause. The moment he steps up, you would hear drums beginning to play. And I'm assuming you all follow up to see the events.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
But
not?
you would be watching a very, honestly, short ceremony, given the nature of the event and how significant it is. It only lasts a few minutes. The drums play for a few minutes. You hear a very brief comb-over of his life. They speak to how he was born shortly after his father died in combat. He grew up like any other Finn. He was a bastard. They didn't know whether or not he was allowed to take the throne. And throughout most of his young life, he was kind of in turmoil. People didn't know whether to treat him like anyone else or to treat him as more than anyone else. And it wasn't until he was in his teens and he started leading parties as a ship to taking out multiple other pirate clans that came to the area, uniting most of the Finns under his banner, and sort of taking charge, that it was agreed that he deserved the right to be called prince. That seems to have happened very shortly before you all met him. Now, excluding the small percentage of the population that are now, shall we say, on probation after the recent events, most people seem overjoyed not just to have a king, but to have one they can actually trust. You would see that he is currently living his best life.
Nice.
You have never seen him so happy as when it was over. Once it's all done, you would hear a very, very brief sermon about the sea god, of which you can detect no actual important information besides the fact that no one really knows what he fucking wants. Even the priests kind of say that who can say what he wants, but clearly his will is being done, essentially. Once it's all done, you would see quite a few of the Finns are getting up and doing everything they can to act like bros of Jasper, you know, going up, trying to pat him on the shoulder and things like that. Before most of them would flood off the ship to go down and enjoy the festival that had been prepared while you were all seeing this. However, as you would all begin to head down, one of the Finn administrators, one of Jasper's logistics people, would come over and tap Matteo and say, "Hey, the guy you're supposed to be meeting, he's down below deck. He's over in Jasper's office."
I suppose this is the arrangement that was promised to us?
Actually, this is the promise. This is the gentleman looking at you. When you're done with that, by all means come to the church, and we'll get the next stage done.
Alright.
He would excuse himself and leave you all to head back down to the office. Assuming all of you go down, when you return to the office, you would actually see... actually, you know what? More accurate than me describing. Hey, Milo.
Yes.
What do they see when they walk into the very, very fancy office?
See a wild-looking half-orc man who's not very well groomed. He's got like sticks and stuff in his hair, and he's sitting in a. He's a very short man. He's a very, very short king, and he's sitting very visibly uncomfortable in a very fancy chair. And every few seconds, he's like readjusting. When he hears you walk in, though, he'd perk up and turn around.
Oh my god, he's feral.
Hello.
Doesn't look so bad. How tall is he?
He's 5'2".
Yeah.
Still
Oh my
taller
god,
than
I think
Midas.
Holy shit, Mateo's taller than him.
But yeah, he gives a little wave and says, "Hello." Nice
hello.
to meet you. I was told, well, I would like to join all of you in your quest. I've never killed a god before.
Is that our
Bold
quest?
aspirations?
is that our end goal?
I mean,
You know what?
we gotten
Yeah.
close,
Yeah.
evidently.
I might have misunderstood. I thought that's what you were doing.
Well, I mean,
If it happens, it happens.
I feel like to be considered a god, you have to be worth worshipping, but heralds seem pretty strong, I guess. Calling the storms and whatnot. That is the kind of thing they write myths about. Sure, why not?
Really? I don't have to like prove myself or like go through a trial or like cook anyone
Yeah,
food or
drink
anything?
this. Give him one of my random potions.
No, don't do it.
Midas.
Don't.
Fine,
He
I'll
has a
drink it.
problem.
I'm gonna drink that potion.
Fighting the
Oh,
class
no.
struggle between wanting to drink the potion as a player and not wanting to drink it as a Milo.
I'm
That's a
sorry.
Milo.
I have to go figure out what this potion is. Give me a second.
Oh god.
Sorry,
You're drinking a potion, Midas?
Yeah.
All right,
It's
cool.
a
I'm
potion
gonna
of
start drinking this,
immediate
remember.
combustion.
Sorry, our scaly friend here has a drinking problem.
And a
And
gambling problem.
Midas explodes.
yes. All right. I think it's safe to say no one here is evil, right?
No.
No.
Perfect. You all see him drink the potion, and suddenly along his shining crystalline scales and feathers, he would begin to glow slightly, before all of you would be hit with a sudden flashbang and blinded for 1d4 rounds.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
What
that could've-
fucking kind of potion is that?
That could have been
It's not a
useful.
fucking potion, it's a chemical goddamn weapon. Fuck!
Should have saved that one.
Yeah.
You should be saving all of these, not drinking them for a fucking bit.
Wiping my eyes, or Milo wiping his eyes says, do they all do that?
No!
No.
Well, maybe. I actually don't know. He got them from a weird troll. They could all, like, the rest of them could be fucking shit yourself potions. I don't know.
Here's hoping.
Never.
What?
I'm
Never?
looking for the floater.
Yes, that one's just espresso mixed with olive oil.
Oh, fuck.
Press on
Anyway.
Oh my god, I'm gonna hurt myself.
Just medication.
You drinking a potion and it's just straight oil. It's just straight cooking oil.
Anything can be done with the right oil.
Oil.
Jesus Christ.
Does he explode often?
No.
No. But
Okay.
it could happen.
I'm open to some exploding.
I have a very, very terrifying kobold you should meet.
Okay. Milo picks a bug out of his hair. So, when are we leaving?
He just kind of looks back to the group. Huh?
And where are
Well-
we going?
If I may, what do you do?
Like,
I
what are
cook.
you good at?
I mean, I can hazard a guess or two, but I guess I'd let it come from the man himself.
I am good at cooking, and you can see Milo is a little put off by this. I was trained for many years to be a warrior by my tribe, and I'm very fearsome. Very, very, very fearsome.
Well, we don't have a good cook in the party.
I mean, you heard what Jasper said. Evidently, he's good at fighting.
How do you fight?
I usually just hit them.
Easy enough.
I
You
mean,
know what that means? That's natural fucking talent. That's what that is.
I'm
Man
pretty good
can't
at
explain
hunting.
how he does it. He just does it. That's natural talent. Hunting.
I'm pretty good at hunting too, and I can follow tracks for multiple days at a time. I don't get winded easily, and I can pick up a horse.
okay, I want
you
to
should
see
have
that.
started
me?
with that.
Picking up a horse?
Yeah. Do you realize how impressive that
How
is for
often
just
have you
a
been
dude?
walking around and thought
Yeah.
to yourself, I really wish I could pick up a horse right now?
Look at me all the time. He's
I
gonna
mean,
pull his sleeve up and show how scrawny he actually is.
If you ever need a horse lifted, I'll be there.
I just want to give a little bit of context. As GM, Marivin, you are also capable of lifting a horse.
I know, but
Marvin's
you
just
know,
sitting
it's
back
kinda like the show
quietly.
started
This
then.
is there like a picture I can look at for all your guys' characters? Because I don't want you all to have to describe them to me, but I heard someone was like
We
a
can post them
scaly.
in the chat real quick. 'Cause we
Go
all
on
have
the
our.
go on the Twitch.
Yeah, open the stream. We all have images.
Where's the link to the stream?
There's the
I'll send it to you real quick.
there's the stream, but also in all the rented rooms. I think everyone except for Midas has a photo.
Oh, I got it right now. I'm here.
Rest and
Give
rip.
me a sec.
Yeah.
Oh, and I haven't actually posted my new one yet.
Maybe not.
You have another new one?
Oh shit, they light up when we talk.
No, the one with the stone.
They do?
Yeah.
The cooler Moravaint is in the Discord, but yeah.
The cooler
I do just want to go on record and clarify. We absolutely do have our stream open, Tim. During most games, the rule is we do not look at chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least don't say anything about chat.
Okay.
Or generally just look at the stream at all, because she has more vision than you guys are supposed to have, and we don't want chat interfering.
Hi, chat.
That's also a good thing. I didn't think about that one.
The chat interfering, or who's saying more?
The seeing more, that too, but also the chat interfering. I didn't think about either of those things.
But, yes, now that you can see what everyone looks like.
Oh yeah, let me look at everybody real quick. Oh, this is a colorful cast.
Yeah.
This is a colorful cast.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
I would be happy to show you all how I fight. Or we can hit the road. I've been traveling for a while, but I don't mind more of it.
We tend to travel a lot, so if
Good.
that's something that don't bother you, that's good.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy it. Well, nice to meet you all. Lead the way.
I believe
Gotta-
Jasper said he was heading to Stonefell in the near future, yes?
Yep. I also gotta head to Honeymead at some point for the big red bitch's scouting mission.
I say we should probably go with Jasper first, and then probably take a place, or take a cart from there to Honeymead, when he inevitably comes back.
Sounds good to me. Hey, if we have time, we can set up the circus in Stonefell and see what they think of it. Not me having to pull up the map because I forget the name of this town literally every time I
Me
try
too.
to say it.
I
forget
literally had it pulled
Restoration
up.
literally every time I try to say it. I always want to say renewal.
I keep thinking it's Stonehaven for some reason.
That sounds
Fair.
familiar.
I know, right? Wait, was it actually Stonehaven before?
No. I don't
Not
think
for
so.
this, but I
not
think
this
maybe in the previous
campaign, but there was a back and forth about whether or not it was Stonefell or Stonehaven in the notes.
Oh.
That was way back when, like before this started.
Ah.
But all right. On the way there, of course, you still have to stop by the church.
We do.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
You all exit the ship with your newest party member. Head
Shuffling
through the
nervously along.
thriving festival, including the Stump's booth that's been set up for the Stump to sell stuff. Most of the town is partying more than you have seen since you got here. They are having a grand old time. They have a king for the first time in like 20 years. When you finally do reach the church, you would find it is the most somber location. It seems most people have avoided it more out of reverence than anything else. But when you arrive, one of the priests would step out and gesture you all inside.
I will enter.
I will go in.
Let's go.
As
go.
you enter, you would see a very, very old man standing at the altar, and you notice that there are 4 separate locations set up as if like waiting for all of you. When you do arrive, he would step down and gesture to the altar where there have been 4 very, very clear spots to place things.
Is Milo not with us anymore? Like once we've gone to the church?
Milo is with you, but he is not a part of this reward, as he was not a part of your...
Okay, I gotcha.
I'd probably just wait outside the church.
You just want to wait outside?
Yeah.
You wait outside. As you enter, the man would step down and, in a very creaky and slow voice, would say, "Welcome, all of you. I don't believe we've met. I am Father Glanai. I am the oldest of our priests. I wanted to thank you for restoring our leader."
Uh-huh.
You're welcome.
It's not much, but I know all of you have done a lot of work for us here. And I don't believe you've been properly compensated. I should like to bless some of your equipment, if I may.
What do these blessings do exactly?
They will empower it. You may consider it a form of divine enhancement.
Whose divinity? What gods?
The sea god, of course.
Well, I appreciate the offer. I have a potential conflict going on with my weapon of choice, and he would hold up the cane with the chaos shard in it.
He would slowly nod before gesturing to the bottom of your cane. And he goes, "I've heard rumors that there's a blade inside of it. Is that correct?"
The blade is attached to the part with the chaos shard on it.
I am aware. But there's no reason I can't enchant the blade separately. Unless the shard applies to the blade as well. It does not.
To be completely honest, don't quite know how it all works.
Then
I'm a little new to this.
Perhaps I could inspect it then?
Sure. And he's gonna hand over the cane.
You hand over the cane. This priest does not seem at all waved by your chaos shard. It does not seem to bother him at all.
Okay. I assume elemental gods are at least somewhat chaotic.
The sea god is definitely one of those two-faced gods. He is in both pantheons.
Oh, interesting.
There are a handful. The sea god, the god of magic, for example. There are a handful that go to both pantheons. He is one of them. But he would look over your weapon for a moment. He says, "Well, I cannot enhance the chaos shard in any way, but I can enhance the blade."
Alright.
Or, if you'd prefer, I could work on your armor.
That also might pose a conflict. It is infernal materials.
Once again, my god has no issue with infernals.
Huh. Alright. That would probably be more of a benefit to me than a weapon anyways.
If you wouldn't mind removing it and placing it on the altar, that's all I needed.
Alright. Matteo does so.
All right, you place your armor on the altar. He would turn next to Marivin and say, "And for you?"
Well, it'll take me a minute, but my armor is always helpful.
Then your armor it shall be.
Gonna take him like 5 minutes to get it off.
One of the attendants will help you.
Oh, okay.
They will
Hey,
assist
yo.
you in taking off the armor. I think it like quarters the time or something like that.
We all have to do this at the same time? Is that what's happening?
Yes, he's having you line up your items on the altar. Speaking of which, he would turn next to Midas.
Oh, I'm in the I got too many things, man. Like they all do different stuff.
I will say, as you go to start looking through your items, now seems as good a time to tell you as anything. You would notice a slight change in a few of your items. Specifically, your 3 daggers.
Yeah.
All 3 of them
I have
seem...
4.
I'm not counting your spring blade. Your spring blade is not one of the daggers. A spring blade is something different.
All right.
Your 3 daggers. You would notice that all of them appear to have been, for lack of a better word, reforged. While they all clearly have the same actual design, while they previously looked very chipped and worn away, they all seem to have been... Whereas they used to look shoddily made, they now look as if they were
brand new.
crafted.
Okay.
They've all been enchanted.
Alright. I'll give him the spring blade. Fuck it.
You place the spring blade on the altar. He would nod and then turn to Moravaint.
Well, I'm very grateful you want to enchant our gear and bless it. I don't really have much in the sense of gear to bless.
Oh. I see.
Unless you think you could
What
bless
about that
skill.
mask? What about that mask you had or whatever? Didn't you have a mask that did something or other?
He does have a stalker's mask, but that cannot be classically enchanted.
Can silken ceremonial be? The unarmored, quote unquote?
It can be, but you would lose any benefit the moment you put on your normal aegis.
Yeah.
Would
Would I lose the enchantment from it though?
Yes. It only takes the best one you have. It replaces.
Okay.
I
know it takes the best AC. Does it like?
Yes, because functionally speaking, yeah, you can't have. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd begin to throw out random items. What about these caltrops or grappling hook? Some rope.
In that case, I see. Give me a moment to step into the back and look through some various things that I might give to you.
Yay.
Yeah, let the GM have a moment.
I got a
didn't
lot
think
of
about
rope.
this, did you?
I got a lot of rope.
I was not prepared for the concept that you might not be able to use.
I don't know. I think Midas is onto something. Let's do the rope blessing.
Just do the rope.
It's gonna be so strong.
The blessed rope.
It basically becomes an immovable rod at that point.
Immovable rope.
Ropent.
Yeah.
I mean, unless we can give Mercy some specific ability. I can't think of many things.
He
I'm
blesses
sorry.
a whole Lucid.
I'm kind of tempted to give this to you.
Blessed this man.
You know what?
Mercy is blessed by the sea god. They just become
After
slightly damp.
a moment, he would return from the back, holding what you would at first believe to be a completely normal bag.
Ah.
Oh no.
Given the tone, I imagine it's not a completely normal bag.
Whenever he brings it over and opens the bag, it appears to have no bottom. Also, the bottom is made of chainmail.
It's one of those conversations heard.
Kinda kidding, kinda not. Those of you who know what I'm referencing know why I say that. But no, he would bring a bag over and place it down. And he goes, "This is something we give to some of our merchants when they travel, but perhaps it could help you. If you're familiar, it's a bag of holding."
Well, that depends. Am I familiar with a bag of holding?
Yes, everyone is familiar with a bag of holding.
Okay.
It is a classically used. Though I will say, this is a much better bag of holding than most people would use.
What type is it?
Huh?
What type is it?
Tier 2. And most people who use it classically are using the minor bag of holding. Most people's could hold up to 50 pounds. This can hold up to 500 pounds.
Nice. I can put a bear in there.
A small bear.
It would die, but
It
sure.
would.
What if you just had the head poking out?
If a living
Breathe them.
creature is placed in the bag, they survive for 10 minutes, after which point they suffocate to death.
Well,
No, if
that's
its
why
head
you have
is
the head out of the
then-
bag.
I would say if his head is out, then it lives.
I fear I'm losing the room.
So, bag of holding.
Bag of I'll
Bag
take a
of
bag of
holding.
holding. Come on.
He would clear out the area and hand you a bag of holding.
Yeah, right.
You missed out on the rope.
I don't even know what I would give you for enchanted rope. I'd have to go looking. But after a moment, you would see them give a prayer in Aquin, definitely. Aquin, if any of you have it. I think I know one person who would have it.
I definitely have Aquan.
Okay,
I've
cool.
taken all the elemental ones.
Okay. In that case, you would hear a very long prayer asking for blessings of protection from the sea, before eventually all of your items would suddenly seem, for only a moment, damp. They would quickly dry, and you would find that all of them appear to have been magically polished. Increase the enhancement bonus for each of those items by 1.
Wait, I'm sorry. What do we do?
Ooh, maybe.
All of those items that were given, the Spring Blade and their armor, have had their enhancement bonuses increased by 1. Just go to your Spring Blade on the right side, hit Edit Item, and then where it says Enhancement Bonus, change it from 0 to 1.
What?
Where does it say enhancement?
If you click Edit on the Spring Blade,
I did.
okay, and on the details page,
Details. Okay.
underneath held and above ammunition type.
Doesn't stuff have to be masterwork to have enhancement bonus stuff?
Yes, and if your thing wasn't masterwork, mark it as masterwork.
Thought it already was because of the...
Yours should have
Whatever.
already been.
You said enhancement bonus should.
Was not. Mine is just a normal chain shirt.
You said enhancement bonus is now 1,
Yes, that is correct.
and if it wasn't masterwork, it should be.
It is now, yeah. Yours is not a normal chain shirt. It's just marked as a normal chain shirt, Braden.
Oh, never mind. I do see the modifications. Never mind.
Yes, but I should probably just mark that as infernal chain shirt. There you go.
Thank you.
And I am going to mark just so I can look at it later and be confident it is a +1. Also, make sure any of you that have the armor, the magical aegis of any kind, make sure that they are currently unequipped. Those were given to you by Moravaint, but they are now gone.
Oh shit, mine is equipped. That should not be equipped. Gross.
All right. Once the blessings are done, he would return to his normal standing posture. And he would say, "Thank you all for coming. I wish you all the best. And may the winds be better in your future."
Thank you, Glenn.
Much appreciated.
He would nod. And once he does that, he would begin to walk away, as if this conversation is finished.
Respect.
You all exit to find Milo standing outside.
So, the stuff we got enchanted, it didn't take on any specific like new qualities. It's just
No,
like
it
a
is
better
no new
version of.
qualities, but it is harder to break enchanted items. They have more health. You'll get a bonus to your attack rolls and your damage rolls with them. Yeah. And in general, a weapon can't have special properties until it is enchanted. So this now opens up the possibility of you adding enchantments to it.
Okay. Who would we go to enchant these items?
Wizards, enchanters, high-level blacksmiths, priests. Those kind of things. People with
Okay.
magic. When you all step outside, the festival is still in full effect. And you would know that Jasper is probably not heading up to Stonefell, at least until tomorrow.
Alright, well in that case, I guess it's time to teach Milo how the M&M's party.
I'm quite curious.
I know. Yeah, I'm getting the circus involved.
Oh, I kind of assumed they already were.
Okay, good.
I
make
was,
sure
I
the
was
flyers are on
absolutely
full
assuming
display.
that. Yeah, I assumed that Jimmy was running this while you were busy.
Yeah, man.
Is Jimmy in my circus?
Who the
Wait,
fuck
which
is Jimmy?
Which one is Jimmy? Which is Jimmy the one for your circus, or is Jimmy the one for the?
I thought Jimmy was
Jimmy's
the one for
the
Joffrey.
devils. Yeah, that's the devil one. I don't know who your Jimmy for the circus is.
I don't think we've established that yet.
Cool.
I didn't think my circus was big enough to need a Jimmy.
I mean, you have quite a few people, and you're very busy.
We can make that NPC up later.
Yeah, fair enough. You have 30 people who run your circus. By the way, like
Workers
just
Union, they run it.
I was about to say, what?
You are when you your ability that has the circus is assumed to have 30 people working at this level.
At the level of, like, management and shit.
No. I mean, like, total. Like, you have 30 employees.
Total, okay.
that
You
run
said
the circus.
30 people are running your circus, and I was like, that seems like a lot for a small
No,
circus.
I'm including everyone that's in it. There are 30 members of your circus crew.
Okay, cool.
But no, yeah, absolutely. Matteo can be partying like it's 1789.
What year is it?
I don't have an actual calendar set up.
Make a calendar right now on the
But
fly.
I do know that 1789 is about the right era for flintlocks.
Fair enough.
Flintlocks were a thing in, like, the 1600s.
They were, but muskets were in common use around 17. Well, they were definitely in common use around 1776.
You're about to say, 1799 feels a little late for that to be your point of reference.
Muskets being common use. You're right, we're probably a little earlier than that, but shut up. 1699.
Also, I love that when you look up a year, I don't know why I just looked at the year, but I love how Wikipedia has a page for every year that just has innocuous ass fucking events that happened.
I mean, that's great.
It's hilarious.
All right, well,
Anyway, as we were,
the rest of you, are you partying? What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to make a bunch of food for everyone.
Are you a
I'm
Marvin
good
gonna make Milo feel
chaperoning.
good about his cooking. Don't make me make a con save, please.
Are you a good cook?
You can
said
check
he
my
was.
character sheet.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna go look and see like craft cooking 0?
Craft cooking. Oh, it's that or
profession
craft
cooking. Either way, either one of those is acceptable. Okay.
Not
Okay,
bad.
I have thoughts.
It's not bad.
Do you wanna roll for that, or are we taking 10? This feels like a take 10.
I'll take 10.
All right, perfect. Moravaint, it's mid.
Okay.
One of my
It's
classics.
fine.
People used to go crazy for this.
I need
You-
salt.
It's filling.
I don't believe
There's-
in using salt.
It's.
I was gonna say
I
there's
don't
salt
put
in
ro-
it, but I guess I was wrong.
You're telling me you're gonna put rocks in your food, you fucking weirdo?
I fought. Oh, never mind.
If it's one of the classics from his, it's probably like meat roasted in leaves.
Oh.
That sounds
would be-
fucking amazing. What
I'm
is
about
That
to
would
that?
say,
be
I don't know
standard.
what you're about, Midas. It's a great
No,
way to cook shit.
like big leaves,
Leaves?
like banana leaves.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm about
Yeah.
to say.
I thought you meant he just pulled shit out of his hair and like.
No. When you're
Fuck?
roasting something in a leaf, you need a bigger leaf.
Man, it just pulls like an entire roast
Banana
fucking
leaf.
lamb leg out of his hair. Like it's a fucking bag of holding.
Also,
You
Milo's
aren't
hair is just a
poisonous.
bag of holding.
yes, all of the berries and mushrooms that he picked are safe to eat. The red meat and fish are both cooked. They're not well seasoned, but they're
I don't add rocks.
No, they're fine. It's fine. You're at a festival. There's better food around, but it's fine.
Don't say that. But yeah,
No,
Poor
they're
guy.
doing like whole roast squid and like side of shark here. Like they're going all out.
oh yeah, I wouldn't eat my food either. I'm gonna try the shark.
I wouldn't eat my food either is really fucking funny.
Yeah, no, the side of shark was recently caught. It was caught for this festival by a young man trying to prove he can fish.
He
Oh,
fucking
good.
proved it.
I guess he was fucking right.
He caught a shark. He proved it.
The Finns have a strong belief that you have to prove things before you actually take the job. So clearly he said, you know what'll make them say I can fish? If I go catch a shark for the festival.
I hope it worked out.
He deserves a promotion.
He's very
Well,
proud of himself. It worked out.
While we're all, how many people are sampling the shark
Quite a few.
of the party?
Oh.
I mean, I'll try it. Why not?
I'll give it a
I'll try
shot.
shark.
As long as it's not the fucking. I want to throw this out the window. That shark.
I don't eat seafood.
As long as it's not black.
It is roasted and salty.
I put rocks in it, Rip.
They put fucking rocks in it.
Actually, no. He
I mean,
just
it
soaked in
comes from
water.
the sea. It has rocks
Oh, yeah.
No, he just put salty water on it.
Pre-install.
There's no rocks in it.
It's pre-rocked.
The water has been pre-rocked.
Matteo, Moravaint,
Eh?
Yes.
what do you people believe?
It changes.
You asked the
Matteo
wrong
kinda-
guy that question.
Matteo holds back a laugh when Mateo's also trying not to laugh when fucking Moravaint says this.
Milo just looks bewildered.
Oh, you asked the best possible person that question. That's fucking hilarious.
Well, Well, I have two. How often does it changes, and what are your beliefs right now?
It changes based on what's presented to me, I suppose.
Well, everyone's belief changes on what's presented to them.
As it should
But-
be.
What's your belief about? What's a belief you have that wouldn't be changed? That's a better question.
This shark is really good. I don't know.
All right, Matteo, do you have any strong personal beliefs?
Oh, you mean personal beliefs? I thought you meant religious beliefs.
Religion's personal.
That's fair. I don't know. I spent a good chunk of this last. Actually, here's a question, Zeke. How long has Matteo been in the Citadel?
In the Citadel or out of the Citadel?
In the Citadel, like working, like at the Citadel.
Oh,
Working
probably most of his life. I mean, like, you're still relatively young, right?
Yeah.
And before you'd been gone, you would have had to have earned a name there. So probably since at least you were a teenager.
Okay, and he's, what did I make his age? Okay, so it's been like, Jesus. I'm having a midlife crisis for Matteo right now, realizing how long he's actually been there with that frame of reference. Well, okay.
Hello? Milo kind of like waves his hand in front of Mateo's face.
I spent the last 10 fucking years of my life surrounded by devils and infernal bullshit, so, I don't know. Religion's never been something that was presented to me as anything I wanted to be a part of.
That makes sense.
And most of my personal beliefs were developed as a result of the place I lived, and as I'm finding out, shit ain't like that every fucking where else, so, I don't fucking know.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you. Then Milo just walks off. Gets up and just strolls.
The fuck was that?
Milo's done with this
Moravaint.
conversation.
And Moravaint?
Yeah.
The fuck was that?
What do you mean?
Not of you, of that, what?
No, of you.
Just
What
happened.
the fuck was that?
What the fuck did you do, Moravaint?
Why
do you ask
Fucking sorry?
Are you fucking sorry?
Are you fucking sorry?
He's
I forgot about that.
He's just like, I don't know what to make of any of that conversation.
I'm going to mention, or I'm going to just say it's trying to get acquainted.
I guess. Just, I don't know.
I do have a question for you. You as a party, obviously, just a few days ago, you were a part of the biggest news in local history in the past 20 years. Maybe longer.
Probably longer.
So my question is, what happened on the top deck of that ship? The executions, the combat, and the actual details. Over the past few days, would any of you have shared the information with the public?
No,
Probably
About,
not.
See what they come up with.
absolutely.
about what?
not.
I'm sorry, I missed that slightly.
I was gonna
got a
say,
weak
and if
voice
I
now.
heard anybody like saying shit, like rumors or whatnot, I wouldn't even bother to interfere, like correcting if they were wrong or whatnot.
Well, I'm just saying, none of you have like tried to talk about your great deeds on the ship or anything
No.
like that yet.
No.
Okay.
Matteo wouldn't talk in detail about what happened.
And if I did, it
Reasons.
would only be with people that I knew I could talk to, like, you know, at the stump with what's her name? Not
Yeah.
Violet, but
Mesquite.
Mesquite. Yeah, Mesquite or like yeah, only with people that I truly trusted if they wanted to talk about it. But
Well, the reason why I ask is, Matteo, you're running a circus tonight. And everyone in town wants to see the circus run by one of the people who did this thing.
Alright, here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna have one of the kobolds. No, that's weird. That's weird. He's
What,
gonna
were you
tell
gonna
the
do to the
story. I was gonna. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's fucking weird, and Matteo wouldn't do that. It was just I thought it would be fucking hilarious to like recreate the Matteo's telling off of Joffrey, but for that to work properly, there needs to be a Joffrey, not a Joffrey, Harold.
A Herald.
It's a slip of the Freud.
You think it's disrespectful to have a kobold impersonate Harold during Harold's death scene?
I think it's disrespectful to have anyone pretend to be Harold. Not for Harold, but for them. So he'll just very dramatically recount the fight, giving proper credit to his traveling companions, and then very very over dramatically tell the like final confrontation where he almost got fucking skewered, but managed to counter skewer.
Right, the climax of the event.
Yes, he's gonna leave out the whole face carving bit though.
I was gonna say shit. I'll
He
do
damn
it.
better, right of.
I was gonna say shit. I'll do it, and then I'll actually try and use my little lightning dagger.
He's gonna leave out the part where he carved off the general's face.
Oh, actually, that would be interesting. Midas, were you just saying you would represent Harold?
I would do it and try and use my like lightning dagger, never having used it before.
I mean, if any of you could, that would be him. But all right. The way I see it, you have a unique opportunity to use information that you have in order to enhance your skill expertise. If that doesn't count as an opportunity for outwitting, I don't know what does.
Nice. Who am I outwitting? The crowd?
The crowd.
Oh,
Alright.
nice.
That's kind of cool, actually. I like that idea.
He's a showman. It's what he does.
I think it makes perfect sense for him to be doing what is equivalent to outwitting on the crowd. So with that being said, I will let you
Quickly
choose.
looking up how
Do
outwit
you want
works.
to roll, or do you want to take 13?
Oh!
Curse.
Yeah, I'll take 13.
You'll take 13?
26.
26.
I'll take 26.
Tonight, with this and everything that's going on, with the event that you've set up, you're able to rake in a week's worth of pay in an evening. Make 26 gold on the spot.
Jesus.
And that is
26.
after paying all of your people.
Rob the commoners blind.
Okay.
You're not
20
overcharging, it's because so many people came. I just want to be clear.
Alright. Since it was such a good show, I don't know how much this would take away from the 26, but I'm gonna give the casting crew a bonus.
Well, that's a good question. In general, you're just paying them for a day. Would you consider them, I'll say about half your group is skilled. I think that's about fair, right?
Yeah,
Half
the
of them is
performers
skilled.
and stuff, the like actual performers and people like that would probably be skilled.
Take 6 gold out.
6 gold's just 20.
Yeah, and you're giving them
Alright.
all an extra day's pay. You're paying them double for today.
That is fine by me. All right. So it was 26 gold, you said?
Yep,
All right.
26, and that's paying them all double.
All right. Or wait, no, 26 minus the 6.
6, yeah. So you make 20, they take your 6, yeah.
Yep. All right, cool.
All right.
'Cause,
Your people are extremely happy with this deal. And they use that money to go out and enjoy the festival when you're done.
that was the plan. Let them enjoy themselves after a good show.
Mm-hmm. What are the rest of you doing for the evening?
Let me go refill my water. I'll be right back.
As much as I would love to experience the festival, I feel like this is also the perfect time for people to slip in and out, so I'm probably going to end up being more on guard than anything.
Interesting. All right.
Honestly, Marvin's I'm gonna return to my roots. Let's help the town guard a little bit. It's a crazy time. Make sure people aren't rambunctious. Too rambunctious, like don't kill others.
So Moravaint's trying to enjoy himself, but is on edge.
Mhm.
Marivin is actively helping the town guard.
I'm gonna go watch I don't know if there's like a magical light show or like an illusionist theater or something, but after the circus, compliment compliment Matteo and then go try to find some more stuff to watch. Something like that.
There would be a fireworks display.
That'd be where I go.
A fireworks display played by everyone's favorite kobold demolitionist. No,
New
a
business
group of the
venture.
kobolds have come down from the mountain for their day off to celebrate.
Wait, are there strength contests?
They're 1 day off of a year.
Hey, they can take days off when they want, they just don't get fed.
He can leave whenever she wants.
He gets to go do whatever she wants. The other kobolds have to give up their rations for a day to take a day off.
Damn, for real?
Oh, that's
Brutal.
awful.
That's how it works. They're fed in exchange for their work.
That's fair, but like, I don't know.
So like,
Still
they're still
don't
allowed
get,
to come back. They still have a place to sleep. They're just not fed for the day if they're not working.
It doesn't mean they
They
can't
don't
go
even get
find their own food.
They don't get any PTO?
No, they generally don't get paid time off unless they're a skilled worker.
Yeah.
He is very skilled.
He gets to take off whatever time they want.
Damn.
He's apprentices, the other kobolds that learn demolition, they get paid time off. The general kobold miners and stuff don't.
Anyway.
Sounds like they need a workers' union.
I didn't know he was the bourgeoisie.
They kind of have a workers' union. It's run by Baylor. It's the closest thing they have.
That's fair.
Like, Baylor is watching out for most of them on the grand
If
scale.
it keeps the king from not killing them.
Pretty much.
But
Baylor is like, hey, if you work for me and we actually can make this work, then they won't hunt you.
For sport. And put you in the arena to make the people that didn't know they were arena fighting fucking fight you like a bitch.
anyway, Milo
Mateo's
asked
still
about a
salty
strength
about that, I
contest.
hope you know.
I know you didn't like the king. Very aware.
No, he's salty specifically about that. About being put into an arena fight against their knowledge.
Mm-hmm. No, I would too. I understand. King just doesn't like you.
He didn't have a reason to not like us before.
Well, he had reasons. It's just not ones you accepted.
I don't know what his reasons were, actually.
Several. You're from the Citadel. They're from the Empire.
Still deception, which is some... For a guy who talks about honor, is some suspicious shit.
Well, combat is honorable to them, so...
Combat, yes. Deception, no.
I see. But no, Milo gets to go and watch the fireworks. Matteo has to, help set up for the next show. Midas, you said you're helping Matteo?
I didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you said you were...
For
Fuck
the
you
performance. Yeah, for the performance. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's multiple performances throughout the night, so I assume you're going to be helping him through the night.
So
Yes,
fucking
I
funny.
want to be thoroughly drunk for that too.
Mateo's getting fucking wasted to play Herald.
It's appropriate.
I think the best skill for what... Actually, no. In this particular context, I'm going to let you roll acrobatics for your performance.
Acrobatics.
Because that is the only way anyone is going to represent Herald.
I was just saying, I could use a potion too. I don't know.
Between your knife, the fact that you can glide, acrobatics, and the fact that you
sounds
can make
good.
yourself lighter,
Let's do that.
yeah,
So
I think
I just roll a. Do I roll a public acrobatics check? Or
yeah,
what?
you can do public. You're not going to make as much as normal. You're going to make 16 gold for the evening.
All
Which is still more than you'd make on average in a day, but
if
less
I were
than...
trying to use that electric dagger or whatever, that didn't cause any like fires or anything like that.
No. Functionally speaking, that electrical dagger, as you begin to mess with it, while it is an enchanted weapon, it is more effective than your average dagger. The only remnant of his power that you can detect is it actually does do a small amount of lightning damage. It is a shocking dagger.
Can the crowd see that at all? Like,
Yes, absolutely. It's
Okay,
it's
good,
arcing
good.
electricity. It's like it's a big deal.
Good.
It is enough lightning to do the equivalent of getting slashed with a sword.
Okay.
So no, it is a significant amount. It is visible, especially in the dim lighting.
Good.
Moravaint, wandering around the festival and just generally having a good time, I would say you'd be pretty much fine. I mean, you'd probably get pulled into a couple, drinking contests and things like that, and plenty of people are trying to offer you food or ask to, fist fight you, that kind of thing. General Finn rambunctiousness. I assume that to a certain extent you're enjoying the festivities. Alright. And then, Marivin, if you are on guard duty, are you staying sober and everything? You're like trying to...
Oh yeah, not even a drop.
Not even a drop. Heard. I would say, you, would actually be approached. While you're on patrol, the guy manages to catch you when the other guards aren't around. And as he approached, you would recognize a golden cloak.
I don't like it anymore.
Hey, wait a minute.
Who are you?
I know you. I think.
When he approaches, you would see him remove his hood. And for the first time, you would see the man that Moravaint had described as the Inquisitor. As a refresher, an extremely young. He's a teen at most. He appears to be humanoid, if you had to guess Aasimar, but it is somewhat hard to tell. His face is completely tattooed with black tattoos. And you would see a set of them are running down his arms. You can see them on the upper side, like by his neck, coming up to his neck, and you can see them going all the way down to his wrists. Though you would notice that the two patterns are inherently different. It does not look symmetrical at all. Once he approaches, he would clear his throat and say, Marivin.
Yeah, immediately just not actually drawing it, but like putting the hand on like to ready the Gandasa. Not drawing it, but just like
I would say when you go to get ready to draw, you would see his sleeve on his right hand come up slightly, and you would see some of the tattoos on his arm shifting. And say, I didn't come to fight, but I can.
why are you here?
I gave Moravaint the warning. Thought you deserved the same.
Haven't you already given me a warning?
I told you I was watching. And last time I didn't come myself. You and your friends have done a lot of good here. Including taking out the general. And you could tell the distaste in his voice when he says that. So I was very concerned that he might actually come to power. I must say I was pleased when I heard that you won. Your feelings about our homeland are not a mystery, nor are they private. But I would say that you and your friends are willing to shed as much blood here as you shed back there.
I will never shed the type of blood I shed back in the Empire.
I believe that. But should you ever decide you don't need to run away from people who once called you a comrade, your invitation to come back stands. I am concerned, however, that in the coming days, you may be forced to choose a side. I would hate to find out that more of our people are on the wrong side.
I've chosen my side, Imperial.
Skyrim. JK, sorry.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperial.
I've been holding back those jokes this whole fucking campaign.
I mean, fair enough.
It's funny. I basically use a fucking bearded axe too. It's so funny.
Oh my god.
Chosen my side, Imperial. I
Not
hope
yet,
that
you
when
haven't.
you're on the ship back home, the sea claims you.
Jesus.
It's more honor than you deserve.
Damn.
Oh no.
I'm very sorry you feel that way. But I'm not going anywhere. I didn't come here for you. You were a side note.
Oh.
Sidekick.
Damn. Again.
If I was such a side note, maybe stop contacting me.
Blocked. Reported.
Quite frankly, I'm sick of you.
Oh my god.
Forgive me for trying to help a lost child.
Die.
Jesus.
No effort in that one. Just die.
I'm sorry. I'm just seeing the cope seethe.
Cope. Seed.
Mold.
Mold.
L
Die.
plus ratio.
You know,
L plus
Grass.
ratio
Grass
plus
Imperial.
imperial.
at the end of the day, Inquisitor, I can think to myself, at least I'm trying to do something good. Can you say the same?
My ancestors are smiling at me.
Fuck off.
When your friend, the Protean, the Lucent, when he was in the prison, the Old Throne, do you remember how he got out of his cell?
Can't say I do.
I let him out.
What good you have done.
Do not judge me for the actions of our comrades. I can judge you much more harshly on your own.
I judge you for your complacency in it.
I judge you for your inability to change it.
I changed myself. Not the Empire, but eventually it will. At least I can hope.
Well, we're pretty far from the Empire. For what it's worth, I respected your decision. I simply think it's misguided. But if you really want me to stay out of it, then I just hope the next time we meet, you won't have to draw that weapon.
I assume I will. It's my line of work.
Very well. He would put his cloak back on and go to walk past you.
I'll give him a wide berth, just kind of give some distance.
Once he gets past you, you would notice that the tattoos would slowly stop moving, and he would cover himself up fully. After a short distance, his golden cloak would turn to a mottled green, as if he was no longer wanting to be spotted.
Is he leaving town at least?
No, he's going into town.
Oh, that fucker. Oh, I hope he gets stabbed. Anyway, must have
Moving
been the
on.
wind.
Must have been the wind.
I'm sorry, Moravaint. Did you hear someone talking to you? I feel like a breeze of wind passed through. All right. Well, the rest of the evening would go off without much of a hitch. The festival would eventually settle down around the time the sun came up. And I assume you all need to sleep.
At some point. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Wait,
Matteo.
God, no. Oh, thank God.
You have no dream. Moravaint, no. No, just Marivin.
Oh, God, not again! I get to talk for another 10 minutes.
I don't have a dream.
Yay!
No dreams for me.
No dreams for you.
Okay.
Well,
I'm going somewhere.
you are going to the deep sea. The sleepy deep sea.
Oh, boy.
The deep eepy.
The missile of Evie and the sleepy.
Eebie deebie, the deepy eepy.
What the fuck? What the fuck did you just say?
He's going eepy deepy
Derby.
to the deepy eepy.
Did you say Gerby?
Derby.
Derby? Gerby derby.
Well, you know how it works in this realm. Are you gonna wake him up?
Yeah, I want to thank him.
I take it you slowly, calmly swim down.
Yeah.
Nah.
Alright,
Nah,
poke him.
fucking
it.
paddles. Bring my drum.
Poke.
Alright. Well, you swim down, and he would stir as you approach. The loud groan echoing through the water.
Hello again.
Hello, dreamer. See, you did not use my blessing.
Didn't have to.
No, I suppose you didn't. It is yours to keep, of course. I would not deprive you of that.
And I thank you for that greatly.
Is there more you wanted to discuss?
You've been around a long time, right?
As long as there have been things that needed to sleep.
How much have you seen of it?
Really only what people think about as they sleep. And what they scream about when they need to wake up.
What did the Druids used to do?
What do you mean?
I'm trying to decipher myth from reality. There are stories of cities being raised, men creating mountain.
The
Can I hear some
Druids
truth?
and I share a hatred of clamor. When you have so many people doing so much, it becomes difficult for those of us who are not native. It is true they used to raise cities, but only to scatter the people, to reduce the noise, if you will. But they have been passive for a long time.
I know this may be wishful thinking, but any of them come here to dream?
No. No, I can't say that they do. Few people stay in their line of work and remain able to sleep soundly.
Would you recommend I go to Lucidia or Phobos to find out more?
I'm afraid I do not know. But I suppose Lucidia is much more likely to help you. Do you need more?
No, I'll leave you to your sleep. Thank you for your time as always.
You would be gently brushed back up. And once you fall asleep, you wake up.
Yeah.
The next morning, all of you at the stump would be woken up to the sound of horses outside, and would be quickly made aware that Jasper is waiting. Or more accurately, waiting on an answer. See if you're going.
Oh yeah, we're going.
Yeah, why not?
All right. You are all woken up. Oh, I'm sorry. We totally glossed over something. Milo,
Yes.
the place you're all resting is a hollowed-out stump of a redwood. It is run by the closest thing to tribal people you've seen since you got here.
Oh, integrate.
Yes. You hang around with the plant people.
Oh, tell them stories, actually. Tell them about
You,
what life is like back home.
Just FYI, because they are rather major NPCs, and I'd rather you know who they are. There are 3 of the siblings that are here anyway. There is a 4th, but they're not here. Mesquite is the eldest. You'd quickly find out through their stories that she is actually a psychic. She runs the local bar. She now makes all of the mead, and she's kind of taken over as the mother figure of them since their father died recently.
Oh, makes
Um,
sense. Milo
You
would offer
quickly
his
find out that was
condolences.
the mentor to the party.
Actually, whenever Mesquite dropped that, Milo would say, "I understand, dude. Just a few years ago. I'm sorry for your loss."
She would appreciate that and just get you another drink.
This is free. I won't pay. I'll take it.
The other two siblings are Ivy, a very large. He appears human, though very quickly you find out he is not. And as you hear the stories, you actually you probably would have seen him in action a little bit before he got to the
Really?
ship.
Would he have seen me?
Yeah, probably. You probably have met very briefly. You would have seen him the moment that they got onto the ship. He tore through from the back line. He is able to sprout vines from across his body and use them to grapple targets as he fights.
Oh, that's cool. It's actually so cool.
He has been known to pick people up with the vines and chuck them.
You ever been
into
so
the
angry
water.
you hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
I will say you have never seen someone as angry as he was at the instant he was told to go to the ship. Now, chill motherfucker. In the bar, absolutely having a good time. Very much a family man.
Okay.
Though he does remain mostly sober, he seems to be kind of security at this place.
Gotcha.
The other is extremely young. If you had to put a like an actual age, like socially, like 5-year-old. Extremely young lady. You would hesitate to call her a waitress. Mostly she does the cooking and like serves it to the people and comes out and socializes with everybody. Everyone kind of treats her like a little sister, basically.
Gotcha.
Everyone who comes in here treats her like she is a small member of the family.
I would just try to arm wrestle the guy's vines.
You try to arm wrestle Ivy's vines. I would say that you can arm wrestle his vines, but for an extra appendage, these are pretty potent.
They're scary? Gotcha.
Yeah. Like, if multiple of them were on you, you're not sure you could out-grapple it.
For sure.
And for perspective, 4 of them. He can have
I
4
watched him pick people up and throw them around, right?
Yes, no, absolutely. Like, if someone went to stab him from behind, he would pick them up and stab the person in front of him. Like, just...
He's someone I would want on my side in a fight.
He fights so actively, you would question if he had double action economy.
Okay.
He doesn't, but that's the level we're talking.
Yeah.
He is a scary motherfucker.
Gotcha.
But no, that is the member. You would find out very quickly that your party has standing free room and board here.
Oh, sick.
You are all invited here anytime.
Okay.
I
Milo
like
would
the
just
rooms.
offer his appreciations.
Oh, and they have good mead. Most important detail.
That helps, yeah.
But no. Sorry, had to get over the all ruined siblings at some point. After all of this, though, the next morning, you all would be summoned down to get the answer, and it sounds like the unanimous vote is that you're all going to Stonefell with Jasper.
Yeah.
So you all head outside, hop in the carriage. Jasper, the young prince that you'd introduce yourself to very quickly, would smile and wave at you, Milo, as you hop in. You know that he was at the battle, but he was not very active. They kept him on the back line for the purpose of they didn't want him to die in the battle.
Jasper? Is that what
Yes,
you said?
Jasper. He was present, he was fighting, but he was backline, basically. Once you all get in, though, you'd see that he had completely gotten rid of all of the ceremonial garb, and he is back in his classic studded leather, unarmed as always. And once you all get in, he goes, I appreciate the company. I hope you all don't mind me imposing like this.
Don't consider it imposing. Like you said, friends.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Plus, you think I'm gonna miss out on an opportunity to shit talk the king more?
Yeah. All right,
Oh
listen.
fuck!
I
I
know
guess
you
I
gotta.
have to specify now.
You're right. You're right. I don't much think of myself king yet. I'm sure I'll get there someday.
You'll do fine.
I'm sure I'll do fine. I've been leading my people for a while. It's just the title that gets me. I really can't thank you all enough. I don't know if I could have handled that without you. And thank God you weren't on their side.
Not a fucking chance. After what they did, fuck that.
The ride would go for a while along the trail. You would see a ton of merchants, as well as a couple of familiar faces. You do see the clockwork guy is heading back to town. You do notice the troll at one point is pushing his cart along. You see a couple of the dwarven nobles that you haven't seen in a long time. A few of the ones that threw coins at you last time you were in Stonefell.
Uh-huh. Do they remember us?
Absolutely. You get plenty of waves.
Hey! Wave at people.
When you reach the massive gates of Stonefell, you would actually see a royal escort is there.
Ooh,
no
fancy.
sign of the king, but it seems that they have been sent to escort you to the palace.
We're going to the palace?
Oh yeah, the king loves us, he says
Oh.
extremely sarcastically.
I haven't combed my hair.
Trust me, it's not worth the effort.
You'll be
Okay.
fine.
He's not worth
So-
the effort, to put it more accurately.
How can there be a king that has people walking the streets that talk about him like this? Wouldn't he have been killed by now?
Are you talking about me?
You're very openly saying you dislike him. I know there's a lot of people, but wouldn't he try to fight you for that?
I'm sure he wants to.
Isn't he the king?
Okay, let me put it into perspective. We just killed what is effectively a deific being of some kind. We are friends with a newly crowned king of a nation neighboring his. And I have a chaos shard.
You
Not
have it, right?
exactly the...
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a lore thing that probably needs to be explained. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's context from out east too. Major tribal myths are around that too. So there is obviously you believe in gods out there. Pretty much every religion recognizes that there is a chaos god. There are very few that are unaware of it. And it is also generally accepted that the chaos god died / was imprisoned like hundreds of years ago. As of about 100 years ago, he came back. This is all pretty common knowledge. The entire continent changed when it happened. Like massive change. Most importantly though, chaos shards refer to actual physical pieces of the god. Like
Shit.
physical representation.
Wait. Okay, hang on. That was an aerial reaction. Was the shit? And Milo's aware that it's a piece of the god?
Yes. The moment he says Chaos Shard, that, yes, you are aware.
May
That's
I
what
see
that
it?
term is.
Did he ask
Can
if
I-
he could see it? Is that
Yeah.
what you said?
May I see it? The Chaos Shard?
Matteo?
Top hat man?
Mr. Malandri.
Hi, I was muted. Sorry.
Red.
He would say, "Oh, sure," and he holds his cane up. His cane, contrasting with his like red outfit, his cane is like the wood of it has turned a sort of dark green, and on top of it is what's the color? How do you describe how the Chaos Shard looks on the top of the cane?
emerald, or I'm sorry, it looks like a combination of emerald and obsidian, like woven together.
Yeah, that on the top of his cane.
You made the Chaos Shard into a walking stick?
It's not a walking stick. It's a baton. It's a cane. It's classy.
I've seen you use it to walk.
Yeah, it's classy. Fuck you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean any offense. I was just surprised.
That's
Well, it's also,
fine.
it doesn't look like it could do something, but then it can. Does big things.
What does it do?
I blast the shit out of people, as far as I can tell.
Sometimes us.
Oh,
It
Wait.
it has some unpredictable effects, but most of the time it shoots sound waves that break shit.
I see.
Sorry for the shuffling. I don't know if you heard that, but my headphones almost fell off.
Oh shit. Milo would just kind of get quiet, back up.
So Milo doesn't have any weapons at all. Does he not have any interest in any weapons at all? Or
Any interest in weapons?
yeah, like does he only always only want to do combat with
Wait, are you
barehanded?
asking Milo? Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought it was out of
Yeah, I
character.
will. Yeah.
Oh, well, I used to have a spear, but it broke. I prefer something sharp to hunt with, just because I feel bad when I have to hurt them with my hands.
Nah, what the hell?
Are you
Here you
interested
go.
in any weapon?
I was gonna say I could give him my druidic spear.
You do have 5 of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like give him the extra. Give him the extra
Yeah.
spear.
I thought Ivy had the extra.
Ah, we got it back.
Actually, it was being borrowed by
Jasper.
fuck, what's his name?
Jeeves.
Jeeves. Jeeves borrowed it briefly.
Yeah. Well, we would have picked it up like when we got done with the fight or whatever.
Yeah, so you had a 5th somewhere. I mean, like, presumably.
Midas just hands Milo a spear. What's it look like exactly? But it's a druidic spear?
The spear appears to be made of some form of silvered metal, and it is completely engraved top to bottom in runes of several languages.
I'm sorry. I can't accept this. It's too valuable.
We all got valuable shit. It's fine.
And
And each one of us has one of these too.
Here, Milo reaches onto like his back and pulls off like a little bone chart, holds it to Midas. It's not
What did you
much,
just
but
give me?
I give you like pieces of animal bones that are tied together with some.
Oh, okay. I thought it was one of your bones. I was like, oh my god.
I just reached in and pulled out one of my damn bones.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Here's a femur. It's because you're special. But
I'm sorry, I thought you asked me to give you a hand.
hand it to him and say it'll bring you luck on the hunt.
Luck on the hunt. I accept it.
I'll send you the stuff for it. Hang on.
Oh, this is
It has
It's
stats.
mechanical, yeah.
this is a mechanical thing. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm a G like that. Sorry.
We love
No,
support classes.
that was not just flavor.
Way more use than my fucking vampire tooth or whatever the hell that is. I gave that to
Vampire
somebody, right? I don't even remember what that was.
I swear that was not a
I
vampire.
really hate to say this. Technically speaking, that vampire tooth could be made into a talisman.
Oh,
could do it.
I lost
Hand it
it.
to
I
me.
gave it to somebody. I thought, god damn
That
it.
would have actually given us luck against vampires, which is way more useful
Oh,
than woodland animals, which is what I just gave you.
shoulda- Who did I give that to? Did I give it to that fucking troll? I think I did. Son of a
You did.
bitch. Oh my god.
hey, don't give away innocuous shit. If Monster Hunter has taught me anything, everything can be made into cool, fucking awesome shit.
Also,
Monster
Tim,
Hunter? Which one?
the fang that he was
All
talking
of them.
about
Rise
was not from a normal
and World.
vampire. It was
No,
from a
no, I was
creature
in
whose
character.
fangs are the size of a person.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just randomly grabbed it. And then I was told that it was worthless, so I just gave it away.
Well,
I did say
it'll-
you had no way to use it.
Yeah.
That is an important distinction between it's useless.
To be fair, I didn't originally plan on that being on the loot table for that session, but
It was a part of the map, and I wanted it.
it is. It was in fact a part of the map, and you know what? Fair game.
So, does Jasper want us in the room?
You're asking him that?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need you in the room for the diplomacy, but your presence in my entourage carries weight.
I'm more asking, do you want us to be outside the doors?
Personally, I have no feelings on the matter, but I imagine he will prefer you outside the doors.
Then we're gonna be inside, obviously.
Inside it is. In that case, congratulations, you're my bodyguards for the day.
Make sure I have my armor equipped.
Now, Matteo, Midas, behave yourselves.
Did we just gloss over the most important detail about your character in that description?
Eh?
What happened?
Hey, Moravaint,
Huh.
what do you mean by equipping your armor?
My...
I know what you mean.
Oh.
We have a new
Wait.
player who doesn't know what that means.
You're right. So, Milo, I'm so sorry that you have to find out this way. I'm technically two people.
What? You look like
Okay,
one.
I didn't even know that. Why do you describe it like that? What the fuck?
That's the best way for me to describe it. Well, because I'm not possessed, and I'm still me, but like it's also this person. It's not DID.
You sound
it's
like you're
symbiotic.
possessed.
You have an Eidolon.
You're talking to me like
Matteo
a possessed
says
person.
that with complete confidence.
Actually, it is worth noting an Eidolon does not possess its caster.
Yeah.
This is
he's
you are
not
possessed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he technically is possessed.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
Is
it's a
the other-
symbiotic relationship.
Is the other person here with us now?
Who would Mercy feel like coming out?
Matteo leans in and is like, always.
Actually, you know what? If you're okay with that, yeah, I'd say you'd come out for this.
Yeah, why not?
Perfect. Jasper's gonna see this for the first time too now.
Come out and meet the new guy. Whatever your
You're
name
all
is.
you're all sitting in the carriage, and suddenly, Milo, you would see out of Moravaint's flesh comes one of those lucids that you've learned to be so afraid of. It moves over to the empty seat and then coalesces into what appears to be Moravaint with a Cheshire grin.
What's your name?
Okay, that's creepy.
He named me Mercy.
Oh. Does he shake my hand?
Yeah, I'd say he'd shake your hand. His hand is ice cold, like your the moisture on your skin would freeze to his hand, like ice cold.
Oh.
I'm playing it like horrible.
It's almost like licking a frozen pole, like your hand sticks for a moment.
Oh. Well, it's nice to meet you, Mercy.
It's nice to meet you too.
Milo shuffles backwards.
You shuffle backwards, and Mercy would look over at Jasper, who is currently staring Because this is the first time he's even fucking heard of this.
Oh shit, have you not seen this before?
No. I knew he had lucents, but...
When you and I
Yeah,
first met, I was surrounded by the glass, the crystals.
Correct, your Imperial roots.
Yes. Well, I still have that form of magic, in a sense, except it's more transferred through the chaotic nature of, well, Mercy here.
Hello.
I'm much better at personal protection than area protection now.
I see. So the rumors of you making weapons comes from this.
It would indeed.
I didn't take you for a crafter.
I would,
Milo's so
actually,
oblivious to everything going on right now.
if Mercy is outside of me while I
He's
try to
going to
summon a weapon.
recoalesce for you to summon.
Okay.
He's gonna recombine.
In that case, I just hold my hand out and fucking coalesce him into my broken oath, my sword. I just grab his hand and yank him into a different form.
The moment he's grabbed, you would see his entire form melts away and recombines into a imperial. It's a long sword, right? Or is it a bastard sword?
It's a bastard sword.
A imperial bastard sword.
That's impressive.
It's cool as fuck, is what it is.
Do
For all
people
intents
here-
and purposes, he is my magic.
Do people here judge you for being possessed?
Oh, I'm sure all the time. But, I mean, they'll never say it to my face.
Jasper would clear his throat a bit and say, some people are concerned about it, but Moravaint here has done enough for our town that it earns him a pass, I suppose.
Who is this Jasper fellow, out of character? Sorry.
It's the prince, the king. Jasper
Oh,
is,
shit.
like, you've been talking with the
He
new...
just became the king. There
Does
was
he
a
look like
power
a king?
struggle before in Beachcrest.
No, he doesn't... Oh, okay, so I'm sorry, I should have given you a description. He's young, like early 20s young.
I probably would have just, like, I guess Milo would, apologies for my manners. It's nice to meet you, and hold his hand out.
You've met him multiple times. This is the guy who recruited you.
Oh, yeah, you're so real for that. Sorry.
No, you're
You're
good. You're
so
good. You've met
real.
him multiple times. No. So, just a quick refresher. He's the one the coronation was for.
I'll forget everything I said about the king earlier, then.
Okay.
Well, we got a second king that we
Oh,
don't
there's
like.
two
Oh, we were
Different-
talking about
we're
the
talking-
king of
We're talking about a different
Stonefell.
king.
Oh,
We're talking
okay.
about a
Yeah,
different king.
the
dwarven
dwarven
king.
Sorry, yeah,
king of
we have a second
Stonefell
king.
is who we're going to see right now.
Yes, the
I'm
new-
complicated by the nobility and leading class of these people.
You don't
you're
need to
fine.
worry about it. Jasper's
Um,
cool, everyone else is shit.
Okay.
I said Jasper, didn't I?
You
Yeah,
did. You
Jasper.
tried mixing up Jasper and Joffrey.
We need to
Jasper's-
kill Jasper soon so that stops happening.
Jasper.
Okay, kill Jasper.
Did I say
Fucking
Jasper?
I thought it was on purpose.
Yeah, I thought that was intentional.
I'm sorry. Now I'm just thinking of a devil-themed osprey.
Now it's a ship name.
Twin propeller aerial.
No,
vehicle
not
with
ship
James
name.
Joffrey.
I also thought of ship name.
Not the ship name for two characters that I'm pretty sure never met in person.
We should
That has not stopped fandom before.
Exactly. We have the power to introduce them. We can change things.
Exactly.
They would not have met. No, I was thinking about it for a second because Joffrey did come to Beachcrest, but no, they wouldn't have met.
Really?
Not officially.
They do
no.
have dealings, but
I
not
thought
in
that they
person.
did. for
They've
something.
only worked through middlemen.
No, I swear, I thought I
It's a very
followed
weird relationship.
Joffrey.
They've only Eiffel Towered their
Sounds
dealings.
like me and my ex-wife.
That was a whole cacophony of bullshit there. What the fuck?
No, I swear, I followed Joffrey to a meeting that he had with Jasper. I'm pretty sure.
remember you followed someone, but I don't think it wasn't Joffrey, was it? You followed Ivy.
Maybe that's what it was. I followed Ivy to a meeting he had with Jasper.
It was Ivy.
Yeah, you're right. Because
I
I was
remember
closer
this.
to the person, because I remember I talked with them after.
I think this was the night I left early.
It was. Maybe.
No,
Maybe.
I don't think
No,
so.
I don't remember.
it was later.
It wasn't a major thing. He followed to make sure that Ivy didn't kill Jasper or anything.
Yeah, that's what it was.
All right. But no, very, very quick, just a refresher on the nobility so you can kind of get a handle on it, and I'll be going for a bit. Jasper is the human prince, now king of Beachcrest. You are currently going to meet the dwarven king, who you have not met yet, and they have.
And he's got some haters in this party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the understatement of the year.
To be
Maybe
fair,
wasn't
he's also a
pompous
hater.
bitch, you
Oh,
know.
okay.
Be one thing.
I don't know why,
He
but I
was
was just.
He was a hater first.
True.
To be fair.
Let's go.
Sorry, I'm getting a knock on the door. Yes?
The door.
Dwarf moment.
Sorry, just was delivered a new computer part.
Okay.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Speaking of computers, I'm so hungry right now.
Okay.
I can eat a
Do not-
computer.
When they say computer chips, that's not what they're talking about. I don't know why that was
Now,
Matteo.
I
at
just need
40.
to take a bite.
now, may I say, Matteo, Midas, please do not upset the king. We are working on behalf of Jasper. We wouldn't want to piss him off too bad.
I hope I don't upset him. I'm not very formally.
You'll be fine.
You see those sticks in your hair? Throw them at him. He'll be fine.
We'll keep him
Don't-
distracted.
don't
It's
do
alright.
that.
Wait, what? Wait, who's distracting him for me to throw the sticks?
Do not throw the sticks.
Wait, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I'm
No.
sorry.
No, it's not you.
First,
Jesus.
light them on fire, then throw the sticks.
I'm evil.
This is the piece of this dynamic we were missing.
Moravaint, please back me up here.
Back yourself up out of this cart if you think we're not pissing him off.
We are, because we are working on behalf.
We are
of a
pissing
friend.
on the king.
Yes, so
Oh,
when
okay.
we get there, pull
Appropriate.
down your pants, just take a piss.
I'm gonna have a fucking stroke, and it's gonna be
Jasper,
your
I'm
fault.
so sorry.
Alright.
Do
I
you
think
regret bringing us
Jasper
along
knew.
yet?
I think Jasper knew what he was getting into when he brought me to Stonefell.
I was, in fact. But, you should be a little more careful, Matteo, for one reason alone. The king isn't the only nobility here.
Oh, is he not?
No, actually, the prince will be present at this meeting.
Who's
The
the
prince. Who's that?
I thought you were the prince.
His son.
His son. He has a son. Someone fucked that guy.
He has a wife.
He has
too.
There's a
Yeah,
queen.
he did. I don't think we ever got
We've
that.
met the
I-
queen.
His
I
name is
don't remember
Bill.
this part.
His name is Bill Romy or something like that. I don't remember
Belomri.
their name. I don't remember their name.
Hello,
Swear to God,
I
you
thought-
said Bill Cosby.
I thought you said Bill
Cosby.
Murray.
Oh, my.
It's King Belomri.
Belomri.
Malomri.
King
Now, I don't
Belomri?
remember if we ever got the prince or the queen's name.
I don't know, but they are names that I actually have on hand.
Don't remember. I don't remember the mention of him having a spouse or a child.
I
I
haven't
do.
met them, I don't think.
No,
You thought it was
We've
Lynn.
they
never-
were we were in their presence, but we've never been formally introduced.
Ooh, their presents.
Yeah, they
Not-
were all.
Not the princes, though. I don't think we've actually.
Yeah,
seen
no, I
the
have it written
prince.
in my notes. Like three.
Really?
I have written. This is all I have written. 3 dwarves, king, queen, prince. Like that's what I have
Oh.
written, and then
Uh,
Belomri, king.
They were probably in the audience of the arena as well.
That might have been it.
Like they've probably been around a few times, but you've never actually met them.
I do think it's funny that Matteo just did not occur. That did not occur to Matteo at all.
That a king probably has an heir.
know that that the king has a wife.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The two are kind of related.
I know.
What?
Matteo probably would have seen her in the audience in like the king area and probably went like, "Oh, that's probably a sibling." There's no way anyone would fuck that guy.
Wait, related as in Habsburg?
No.
No. Related as in the two concepts have something to do with each other.
Okay, I mean, it's nobility. You never know.
I
The
guess.
Love
dwarves are
vampire.
not incestuous.
Are we going to get to the part
This is a
where we
weird
actually
conversation. We
meet the
gotta
king
go.
this session? Or
Yes. I was just waiting on this conversation to die down a little
Okay.
bit, then I was going to say we're
This
there.
conversation needs to end. It's getting weird.
We're actually there. We were weird the whole fucking way.
Literally the
Wrong pic-
entire way you were having this conversation, you finally are like you're sitting outside as Jasper is telling him like, wait, let them finish this conversation before we go in. Like, just wait.
I
Just
need
take
this
another lap around the
conversation to-
block.
I need this conversation to not happen while we're in the fucking place.
Yeah, like yes, let them get it out of their system now.
For the love of God.
No, eventually it does stop, and the carriage is opened by the titular armored guards in full adamantine. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Milo. Looking out the window, you would see the largest city you've ever experienced. The largest. Hands down, not even close. There are pits and areas above you the size of skyscrapers going into the mountain.
How many people does Milo think lives here?
It is so big that you cannot accurately estimate.
So does he think like 300 people live here? I'm not really sure.
I
where
will
all
say
this
there
comes
are
from.
more people within view of the palace that existed in every tribe you met out east.
He's not even gonna worry about trying to count it. There's just a lot of them.
There's so many people. This is a dwarven anthill.
Hmm.
It is as populated with dwarves as an anthill is ants.
Okay. It's really helpful. And we're okay.
It is an anthill's worth of dwarves. Sorry, that's just a funny picture for me. You step out and you would see that the guards at this building are better equipped than anyone you've ever seen. You've never seen so much metal in one place.
Jesus.
Are
Are they the strongest force on the continent? Milo would be asking the party this. Are these
okay.
people the strongest around?
I'm
I
sure they
mean-
think they are.
We've never fought them. Or seen them fight.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna start today. Hi.
That's what I'm
Hello.
saying.
Milo would just walk around quiet, feeling underdressed. It's probably about the extent of that.
Alright.
You are all escorted inside, and outside of the meeting room that you're all familiar with now, you'd see Baylor is already waiting. Milo, you see a brilliant blue dragonborn standing at the gate. He's chilling.
This is Baylor, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Matteo would say, "Hey, how you doing?"
Hey, it's been a while. I didn't know you were coming till today.
We got some business.
I figured. You plan on going in? Sure that's a wise decision, Matteo?
If it wasn't, he'd tell me not to, and I'll nod to Jasper.
Jasper would shrug.
Besides,
Go ahead.
have the stories gotten here yet?
They have. They were here day of, actually. We had people with telescopes watching.
Ha! Oh, please tell me someone saw.
We saw enough. I can't say we had a clear view, but we saw enough.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna fuck with us today, at least.
Not today, no. But if you're certain about it, he would open the gates and you would see the entire royal family is here today. All 3 of them.
Oh no.
I'm still
Though you
underdressed.
do notice that Quake's seat is absent.
Good. Don't need a fight to break out right now.
Inside, you would see the old dwarven king sitting. You see a expression on his face like he just drank sour milk.
Mm-hmm.
The son seems a little more. I don't know if bored is the right word. He doesn't seem like his attention is fully here right now. For perspective, his son is probably not much younger than Jasper. He is definitely too young to be running the kingdom. Meanwhile, the queen seems more concerned than anything. And you can see the wrinkles on her face show that is a common expression.
Mm-hmm.
When I see the kings, actually no, I'll let Jasper speak first. Actually, I'll let Jasper.
He sorry, I have to get ready to talk to myself. You all step inside, and the guards would follow you in, guarding the door as expected. Before Jasper would approach the throne with more confidence than you'd seen anyone but Matteo do. Standing in front of him and saying, Balomri. The king would stand up and step down. And say, Jasper. A lot of nerve. They would stand there and stare each other up and down for a moment before Jasper would respond with, I believe my nerve is earned. And I do believe it's time we return to the old way. You could cut the tension in the room with the knife.
Wait. Who would if I had a
wait.
win?
Was that in background, or was that actually someone saying wait?
Oh, background, I guess.
Okay. I couldn't tell if you had stepped away and were yelling wait to your mic. But after a moment, you would, I would say you would all kind of notice the guards shifting their grip as if even they were starting to get nervous from this exchange. Jasper would gesture over to the side room where you guys have gone and had conversations a few times. And say, perhaps it's best we step to a room with no weapons for our negotiations. The king would set his jaw before they begin to step out. It's not until they're fully out of the room that the guards seem to relax.
I would
I'm
take
sorry,
a seat and take my feet up on the table.
I couldn't remember if I was supposed to throw a stick at him or not, so I just didn't. I'm sorry.
Good idea not to.
Probably for the best. He seems in a worse mood than usual. And that doesn't seem like it's just because of me.
The room would remain quiet for a few minutes before you would all hear a sudden bang from the negotiation room. One of the guards would rush over and look inside, and you would see that they are just arguing vehemently. The moment the door is open, you can actually hear the yelling. When the door shuts, you can't hear it anymore.
I'm gonna nod.
Try
over
and make
the
out
guard
any
and
of the
say,
words that were said.
Yeah, you'd probably hear Jasper calling him a greedy old fuck, and Balomri is calling Jasper an inexperienced and naive, etc.
Okay.
Generally, it's devolved to insults at this point more than anything. This goes on for a few minutes before finally the door would open again from the inside.
And here we were worried.
I didn't have to
Jasper
say anything to
would,
get him riled up. Holy shit.
Jasper would step out holding a signet ring and a letter. Balomri comes out. You see him red in the face. He looks about as angry as when Matteo spoke up. He's having a day. Once he steps out, he would yell to his guard and say, "Get them out. Now, I've had enough." To which they would open the door. It isn't until this point that you'd see the Prince of the Dwarves looking up and actually seeming to assess the room calmly.
Interesting.
Once the door opens, Baylor outside would be like, "Hey, since you're done, want to grab a drink?"
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea. What says the rest of you?
I'm down.
Sounds good.
They start leading the way. Jasper jogs for a moment to catch up before handing Baylor the note that was written. And once they get a decent ways out, you are taken back to the bar you all know so well. Entering it, you see that they have attempted to manually patch up the boot prints. They did kind of a shitty job. But inside, when you all enter, you would see the entire room go quiet, as if the room was waiting to see your response. You see your bartender friend standing behind the bar looking at you, starting to smile just a little bit as the other dwarves in the room wait for one of you to respond.
And I recall what Quake used to say whenever he gets in.
For the earth and those who tame it. First round's on me.
That works for me.
That gets a cheer.
Someone's got to say it.
As you enter, the bartender would get out a keg and say, "I think it's actually on Quake today," and set it on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
What, he leave you a fund?
Oh, you really think the King's people are going to start paying attention to how much Quake drinks?
Do they not know he left?
Oh, I'm sure that they do, but I'm also sure they're not checking.
Fair enough.
Has anybody
Fuck 'em.
heard anything about Quake since he's left?
No, he hasn't come back yet. It's a pain. We had to try to patch up his things ourselves. We aren't as good at it as he is.
Yeah, he's been doing it longer.
Yeah, that's true. Gesturing at that, Milo, you would see that there is a set of tracks. They look extremely old. It looks like someone's foot went through stone like mud.
Huh.
They have attempted to patch it using gravel.
Like, someone, like, just stepped and it, like, broke through the stone, or?
Yeah.
So, you know what happens when you step in mud?
Yes.
He did that to stone.
Interesting. I might maybe not have zoned out. Was this already here, or is this something?
This is old. This has been here a while. They have referred to it as being from someone by the name of Quake multiple times.
Just because, like, Milo's kind of shy, and
how much can he figure out the footprint? I think I could be able to get, like, his, like, weight and size and all of that.
So the weight is the difficult thing because it's going through stone, which is kind of hard to. You don't have a relative for that. But you could presume if it's going through stone, it's either magic or he's extremely heavy. But the boot print appears to be common dwarven size. Like, if you had to guess, it was just another dwarf.
Strange. I will not comment on this.
Meanwhile, the moment the gate comes out, everyone starts drinking like maniacs. Jasper even joins in the drink. Baylor goes and sits down. It does not seem like he's very comfortable here. This bar is clearly not where he stays most of the time. But after a little bit, Baylor would finally break the merriment and say, "So, Jasper, what's the verdict?" Jasper would take a very long drink and said, "Well, the king has requested time to speak with his advisors about our new arrangement. He said it should only take about 40 years. I told him he has a month. We'll see what happens. I imagine there'll be negotiation, but for right now, there are 2 kings in the region. And well, you know what happens when there are multiple leaders."
Hopefully diplomatic channels.
I wouldn't be so confident.
I was
We
meaning
can hope.
power struggle. It won't go to
That's the
outright
one.
war, especially not now that the ship is there. He wouldn't dare.
Yeah, could probably level the mountain, undo everything he did.
I'm not sure if he would destroy the ship before I leveled the mountain, but the losses would be too heavy for him to dare. In the olden days, if a king of the humans took over, the king of the dwarves would take a back seat. After all, he can reign when I'm dead. But, he's been reigning for too long. I think he's hesitant to give up his seat. It's nothing more than I expected. Simply a pain. I appreciate you all coming. Your presence gave me the ability to talk to him that way.
He certainly deserves it.
I know you said you needed to get to the next town. I hope you don't mind. I'll be paying your trip.
Well, you're not gonna catch me complaining.
I'm never one to say no to a gift, but know that you don't have to do that.
That's certainly not
Actually,
necessary.
I think I do. It's thanks to you that our people have a king, that the general didn't level the city, that some of our people have been returned. I think the least I can do is pay for your carriage ride. Don't you think?
If you insist. If you insist.
I do. Actually, I've already arranged for it. I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to stay for the evening, but whenever you're ready, there's a carriage outside. Actually, the one we brought. It's yours for the trip.
Oh, alright. Wait, how are you gonna get back?
I think I'll go for a walk. It's been a while since I've been up here. I can handle myself.
Alright.
I'll make my way back to Beachcrest once I visit a few of the other nobles. Besides, I have the other guards. They're waiting outside.
Alright.
I really do appreciate all your help, including today. Hopefully next time you see us, we'll be rebuilding a town a little nicer than the one we have.
Hopefully.
I doubt it
Hopefully.
gets to the size of the old throne, but... New Sea King, new city.
Can't wait to see how the place changes, friend.
Me neither. Who knows? Maybe I'll even try to bring back the sunken one. It's been a long time since it was functional.
I cannot tell you how terrifying of a sentence that is without context.
I was terrified. Milo was just neutral, but like as a player, I was terrified.
I should be on my way, but
He's not going to elaborate, like, at
Well,
all?
the sunken
The
one's
sunken city?
that city, yeah.
the
Oh,
sunken
okay.
city.
Okay. I was thinking like a giant fucking
Ah.
god or something.
I didn't know
Okay,
that
that's
either.
kind of what I was assuming. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but Jesus, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember the city being called the Sunken One. Like,
No, he was saying it may not reach the size of the
Oh!
old city, but maybe I'll try to rebuild the sunken one. As in
oh,
one as
okay,
opposed to
okay.
I
the
see-
other
I'm,
one.
I
I'm
see
hearing
now.
this is like a being, not like
Oh,
the Sunken
oh.
One city. Like,
Yeah, I thought of a
I was like, who
thing
the
too, like a
fuck is the
person.
Sunken
But
One?
maybe
Okay.
we'll release the sunken one.
I was like, I totally got the wrong vibes off this guy.
Yeah, I
That
was
is
like,
cool.
okay, we may have to fight Cthulhu after all. That knowledge dungeoneering is going to come in handy, I guess.
Generic.
No. The sunken city.
Got it.
In that case, I would.
I really like the name the Sunken One, though. Not gonna lie.
In that case, I'll respond with, well, I still got contact with those orcs. Maybe they can help you out. Apparently,
Not
that
a
went
bad
pretty well.
idea. I'm sure Restoration wouldn't mind another ally as well.
Yeah.
And they helped us for sure. Anyway, I'm gonna head out, but it's been a pleasure and an honor.
I can say the same for you, friend.
He would get up. He would pat each of you on the shoulder before heading out.
Don't you just love?
I assume you're all gonna have a drink, get your rest, have the breakfast buffet, and head to Honeymead.
Yeah.
Guess that's our last destination.
What is the status on figuring out the whole Goodberry situation? Like, how do we get that figured out?
You still don't know anyone with druidic magic.
Okay, we need somebody with druidic magic. That's what we need.
We can hire someone in Honeymead.
Yeah, the best
cool.
option for that's Bramble, and we know what happened.
Why do we need good berries?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not actually important. It's just something.
The Stump, the bar in Beachcrest that you guys were staying at, run by the All Ruined kids. Their dad, the old mentor Teddy, would grow good berries to make his mead. And when he died, none of them know how to make good berries anymore. So they have no way of making the good berry mead that they were so famous for. They've been making other meads, obviously, but Midas has been looking for a way of getting them someone to make good berries. Talk about a side quest.
Yeah. It's pretty cool though.
It's a
But
noble
no.
deed.
You all get your rest after a lot of free drinking. And the next morning, you would wake up to the massive breakfast buffet.
I'm so
You've
hungry.
never seen so much food in one place, Milo. There's so much of it. There are so many eggs, you wonder where the chickens are.
The Continental breakfast.
They're
What's
dwarf
even
eggs.
the point of this much food?
All of the dwarves that stayed here overnight and are hungover.
Man, I thought that was a good joke.
Oh,
It
that's
was
really
hilarious.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
The Continental breakfast.
Yeah.
All right, man. Fuck y'all.
No, I
Fuck
laughed.
Tim, but
No.
fuck the rest of you.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
I said it was hilarious the first time, but god damn it.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Brayden. Oh, shit, sorry. Anyway,
You got like
the-
a grin out of me. It just wasn't an audible laugh.
you have
Okay.
the best
laughing.
ability to turn a joke that no one laughs into a joke that everyone laughs into just with your reaction.
Honestly.
You kind of have to be when you have anxiety like me.
But no, you come down to find smoked sausages, brisket,
hungry.
eggs, bacon, all of the good stuff. Potatoes. Savory and filling breakfast. Everyone is well rested, well fed, and owes him only 5 silver.
Yay.
Well, I guess I'll start. Yeah.
I will pay the man
wait.
5 silver in preparation.
Sorry, 5 silver is a party. I'm sorry. 5 silver is a party.
Oh, as a party. Oh, it's 1 silver each. All right,
Yes.
cool.
Give
Yes,
us silver.
everyone collectively owes him 5 silver.
It doesn't make sense because he's talking about how all the legends don't make it past 21.
All right, so where are we? What are we
Well,
doing?
Bacon.
you're all hopping in the
Bacon.
cart, right?
Well, it's like
Grabbing your
I think
breakfast,
so.
saying goodbye,
To
hopping
Honeymade.
in the cart. You are taken up north to a tunnel that has been completely mined out. It does not look clean. Most of the city's mining looks pretty clean and organized. It looks like this was kind of done in a rush. You'll also notice that it is done at the exact spot where Quake walked through the wall.
I mean,
It makes it less
efficiently, I
work,
guess.
honestly.
They pretty much, it looks like they started throwing dynamite down the hallway. Is really what it looks like. It looks like they completely blast mined a tunnel around where he walked. But it would eventually lead out the other side of the mountain, and you would see a new, slightly worn trail leading off towards Beachcrest. Or not Beachcrest, leading off towards Honeymead. It would be quite a cold trip, leaving the mountains and hitting a very, very dense forest.
Milo's immediately more comfortable once we hit the woods.
It transitions from a very alpine forest, lots of evergreen and juniper, eventually all the way down to a more temperate forest as you lower your altitude, eventually shifting more towards the types of oaks and things like that. Before, in the distance, you could see a relatively small compared, larger than Beachcrest, much smaller than the Elorian Citadel or Stonefell. But you do see a village off in the distance that you can easily deduce as Honeymead. The carriage would bring you in past the very few traders that are traveling along the road, taking you to the new location for your new scouting mission. I didn't actually establish this with you, but I think it's safe to say that while you're traveling ahead, Matteo, your caravan was packing up and gonna head up behind.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I should have talked about it earlier with you, but I'm just gonna say they're following behind. They'll be here like the next day.
All right, that's fair.
But as you pull into Honeymead, I do think that while it is early, this is about where we should stop for the evening.
Word.
Because if we go too much further, we're going to get locked into stuff that I do not have full preparation for, and stuff that I would like to be fresh in mind the next time we play. And unfortunately, we're about to skip 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I think the best time to stop is now, and when we do come back at the beginning of the new year, our first session will be exploring this new region.
See y'all in a month.